And I think we are live now.
Okay. There we go.
It's about time. Hey,
About time.
you know what, Yankee?
What?
This is our last show before Christmas.
This is it, isn't it?
Yes.
Last one. It's the last one before 2022.
Absolutely.
Looking forward. Are you looking forward to finishing up 2021 and moving on to a whole new year?
I mean, I don't feel like 2022 is going to be that much better, but it might. I'm an
It's gotta be.
optimist.
It's gotta be.
How could it be worse?
It can't be.
Better for what though, right? I mean,
Better for
well,
stacking, dude.
oh yeah,
Better
well,
for stacking. It's got to be. In fact, I'm interested in what the American Silver Eagle prices are going to be like once we get past this funky 2021 with two ASC types. Is
that's
it going to come
true.
down? Is it going to be more realistic? One of my members reached out to me end of last week and said, I'm stacking American Silver Eagles, Yankee. And I'm like, wow, you picked a tough year to start doing
Yeah.
that. He said, this is the first year doing it.
Oh my goodness. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they are very liquid. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to. I know that the premiums are high, but it's hard to discourage people from Eagles because it's like they're the
You
Eagles.
got to do it. But
You gotta
to
have
stack it
some.
hard.
I know
Yeah.
it's a rough year. I'm gonna say hi to some people in the chat. What's up,
Let's
Alan?
do it.
350, Windswept Acres, Homestead, Bro Stacker, Coin Dude 67, Mark Lewis, Chief Stacker, Adrian 10. How y'all doing? Welcome.
Hey, bro. Good to see you. Talked to you just the other day. Really nice guy. Bro Stacker. Let's
Very cool.
see. Poke Hub Waffles.
And Champstar says prices are going way higher now that everyone knows about inflation. Ownership rate is so low that it can only go up.
Yeah, that was a very interesting Fed meeting and comments by Jerome, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I listened very, very carefully to everything he was saying, and he's got this metamorphosis going on. He's turning right before our eyes from a dove into a hawk. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when they actually do it. That's my opinion.
Right. Yeah, I think it's funny, they use all these bird analogies. It's like, dude, I mean, who are you talking to, right?
Right. I know.
I mean, I guess who's watching it too, but
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Hey, what's
But
up, Quicksilver Jackard? How you doing, Shane? Russ, welcome. Silver Surfer. Scuba Steve. What's up?
nice.
Hey,
Good to see you guys.
hey, Hawkish Dove. Yeah. Have you ever been scuba diving, Yankee?
Yes, I have. I almost was certified. I'm really kicking myself that I didn't finish. I didn't do my open water dive for certification because I got mononucleosis back when I was in
Oh,
college. So I never finished it, but I wanted to get certified and be able to. I love it. Scuba diving is a lot of fun. How about you?
never, man. I've been
Oh,
snorkeling, but I like to
oh,
swim, but I don't like. I don't know, man.
dude.
It seems a little
It's like,
unnatural.
no, it's like flying, man.
Yeah, if
Well,
I
then
did it,
again,
it would
flying's
be
unnatural, but
true. It would be really shallow. I would never do like one of those deep dives or
yeah, well,
any sort of
under
cave
80,
diving.
yeah.
I would need to be able to come up at any moment.
Just not really quickly.
No, that's what I need. So
Yeah, 10, 20 feet is plenty.
yeah, 10 feet is plenty.
Hey, Wolverine Stacker. Actually, he's a new that's a new name, new channel.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, one of my members. He told me he was going to be changing or launching his channel new name. So hi Wolverine Stacker, good to see you.
Chief Silver got the pirate prototype. Very cool. Two people got me into stacking, Yankee and Silver Dragons. You guys are the
Oh,
man.
that's awesome.
Thank you, Eagle Heart 90. What's up? Not my style. Merry Christmas.
Fear the Wrath, throwing the Christmas tree into the chat.
Yep.
Got
Merry Christmas.
yeah. Yeah, you got all your Christmas shopping done, SD?
Haha. Yeah, but I always save a little bit for last. It wouldn't be, fun if you bought it all way too far in advance. So I got
Right, right.
probably 90% done,
Uh-huh.
but I still got a little bit left. What about you?
I am all done.
Nice.
Nay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got to get some stocking stuffers.
Mhm.
You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Mrs. Yankee was like, "You and I are going out to get stocking stuffers right now." It's like, "Yes, ma'am." So we went out together and packed it up.
Oh
Oh,
man.
did Ray Bar lose the wrench
Ray Bar did lose the wrench.
on your last live?
Yeah, he was getting
Oh,
too inappropriate.
okay.
I
Well,
warned him.
maybe he's learned his lesson.
I don't know.
We'll see on my streams if he has.
Gold coin chocolates. Hey, that's a great one. Well, hey, let's do this thing, shall we?
Let's go.
All right. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Silver Pros. This is episode 18. Can you believe it?
Yeah. It's
And
been a great season.
it's been a wonderful season. In fact, we're not done with the season. I believe we still have a little bit more to go. But this, we're kind of wrapping up the year.
Yeah, I know. When are we going to launch season 4, dude?
I have no idea, man.
I know, right? We got to talk about that.
Yeah, we
I
got
remember, I'm an old guy, right? So I remember, I was talking to Mrs. Yankee. I remember when seasons were actually years.
right.
Mrs. Yankee's, I said, "We're on season 3. We might go to season 4." And she's like, "That can happen at any time now. You do know that, Yankee, right?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, that's right."
Yeah, it's interesting because we've only been called Silver Pros for this one year. We
True.
started out the Coast to Coast show, then it was Coast to Coast Stacking. Now it's Silver Pros, but we're coming up on our 4th year
Mm.
of collabing, and it's been a lot of fun.
It's been fantastic. I think it's the longest running collaboration in our community, no?
I think so. What's up,
Oof.
Sam FR? Hey, if you guys don't know, we're have a pretty sweet giveaway tonight. Should we show them the
Yeah.
giveaway?
Show the giveaway.
We got the
Actually, yeah. I wanna see it.
2022 1 ounce Canadian silver maple leaf coin. We're
Mm.
going to be giving this away absolutely free. And this is courtesy of Hero Bullion. So they sponsor the stream. And one of you will be the lucky winner of 2021 Maple.
Hey, let's hear for Hero Bullion. Put a hero in the chat if you've ever purchased anything from Hero Bullion online. Yeah, look,
Absolutely.
I'm
I'm
typing it
curious.
in.
I should probably type in too.
Hero.
I've bought from Hero Bullion. In
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
I was their first sale, believe it or not.
You're unbelievable, man.
When Hero Bullion was launched, I was the very first person to buy something from them. So I think that's kind
You
of cool.
That is incredibly cool. I actually didn't know that.
Oh well, there you go.
You always like to be first, don't you?
Yeah. Hey guys, I want to point something out. They did raise their free shipping, so
Mhm.
it's now 149. But this is still lower than some of the other websites. AppMex. I think most of them are $200 now. So there you go.
Yeah.
With
Uh,
inflation comes you got to pay a little bit more to get that free shipping, but hey, you're going to be getting this for free shipping if you win
ooh.
the maple tonight.
Matthew said just bought yesterday from them, and it looks like Alan got my first shipment from Hero on Saturday. A lot of first time. That's great. Angel. Oh, I want to, but they still don't ship to. Is that Puerto Rico or
Oh,
PR? I don't know. PR.
okay. I'm not sure.
Huh.
Well, they may be working on that. I don't know.
They might be. All right.
I
Hi,
don't
Elle. Merry Christmas.
I don't know anyone that does ship to Puerto Rico, I guess, now that I think about it.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe none of them do. I don't know.
There are some that ship to Canada, I know.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
anyway, so if you want to win the Maple Leaf, just feel free to stick around. We'll be doing the giveaway here within the hour.
Yes.
So, and we do have a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We are going to be covering the gold silver ratio, but we want to give away a sticker here to kind of kick things off. Do you guys want to win a sticker? I
Maybe
don't
they
know if they
don't.
do.
I don't know. I just noticed something though. You've got some You got some gold there, dude.
I do. I mean, hey, we're talking about the gold silver
Oh,
ratio,
hold
so
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
you
on.
got to
Here we
bring
go.
out some gold for the gold silver ratio. Oh, dude, you're showing off that Libertad. I see what's going on here.
Ah, yes, they do want a sticker.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you tell them how to do it, and we'll bring up the wheel.
Yeah, so this is going to be the same way you'll enter the giveaway for the Maple Leaf later on, so you'll get some
Mm,
practice. So if you want to enter for a free Silver Pro sticker, just type something into the chat. Say hi, say what's up. You just have to type. That's it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Say gold, silver, GSR, Yankee rocks.
Absolutely,
No,
yes.
don't do that. Don't do
Please,
that.
someone put in Yankee Rocks.
No, jeez, I shouldn't have said that. Uh,
There we go. They're typing in. That is exactly how you enter the free sticker giveaway. But hey, silver giveaway coming up. So
I
um,
just think this is so just non-rigged way of doing it. It's not subjective. It's not like I got to scroll back on the chat and count and
it's not
people's
rigged.
not at all, man.
Oh man, it is a nice way to do the giveaways because it's just really easy.
Have we, by the way, has the wheel ever landed on you or I?
It has never landed on one of us.
I wonder if today will be the first. Let's see. All right, I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. I still see a few more coming into the participants.
I saw a lot of Yankee Rocks in there. Looks like Ellie, Jackard,
Oh
Windswept,
boy.
Landon. They all said Yankee Rocks. I
All
got a
right, let me
Yankee
get them
Talks
all.
in there too from Empress Kimberly.
I should hope so, man. All and copy. All right, so now let's see if I can share the wheel.
Yep. So good luck
Here we go.
on the giveaway here, guys and girls. And if remember, if it lands on Yankee or myself, we're going to be giving away an ounce of silver
That's right.
in
Shuffle this
addition
up.
to the other
All
ounce.
right, I'm going to shuffle it up a
Oh
bit.
no, I saw my name on
And
there.
my name's on there too, right here. Look at that.
I
We'll
got
shuffle it one more
I
time.
got a bad feeling about this one.
Oh, don't say that.
Come
Oh
on.
boy. Come on, land on Silver
As
Dragon.
long as it's not on the dragon, we're good. I see
Ah.
Lowrider, no. Empress Kimberly, no. Ellie, all the people
Oh
were talking.
shoot. Ooh, I see my name. Oh, it's far enough away. All
Could
right,
it
here we
be
go.
Chief?
I think it's down to Chief
Chief or
if he can
Greg?
hold on to it. Oh, it's gonna be close.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, yes.
It is Chief.
Chief
Congratulations,
Stacker.
Chief Stacker. Hey, shoot me an email, Chief Stacker, and I'll get you a free Silver Pros sticker sent out. So it'll just be one of these really cool stickers. The only way to win one is here at Silver Pros.
That's it.
That's it.
Only to the winners, right?
That's how we do it. So
Arsha Mur, thank you so much for that 5 spot. Appreciate it.
yes, Arsha, thank you very much with the little sticker. How's it going? It's going well. We're going to be talking about silver and gold tonight. I'm curious before we get into the topic, um, who's all still picking up metals? They went up today.
Mm.
Silver went up, gold, they all went up. And in fact, palladium was the biggest jump up, I think. It was like $150. I mean, talk about volatility. But who's all still out there stacking? I know I'm stacking. What was your most recent purchase, Yankee? If I could ask.
Well, I'll have to cover up the name here. Uh, I got a couple rolls of of constitutional silver, the quarters from my guardhouse box.
And this was the
That
Black Friday deal.
yes, it was the Black Friday deal.
How much did you pay? If you don't mind me asking, was that 21x or what was the deal?
21. It was 21x. Yep,
Gotcha.
not too bad.
Yeah, it looks like Rick's picking up silver dimes. Very great thing to be stacking.
Hmm.
Let's see. Dave says gold yesterday, 1 ounce bar.
Very nice.
Haven't bought any this month. Plan on after Christmas. Yeah, I think a lot of people are waiting till Christmas, maybe.
Picked up 5 silver maples at the local coin shop, says Gabriel Frost.
Nice. Bought silver and gold today. Very nice silver heist.
Awesome.
I actually just got some gold in the mail today. Um, Man, I don't have it handy, but I'll have to show it off at some point.
Yeah, you really should. You
Yeah,
know, gold is the money of kings. And even though it's silver pros tonight, we do like to talk about other kinds of metals too. So it's
absolutely.
not only silver out there, but it is what we love to stack probably the most in terms of ounces. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Oh,
By
definitely.
far, by far.
Yeah. I know as far as value,
Hmm.
some people go 50% silver, 50% gold, and
Hmm.
we're kind of gonna talk about that tonight, in regard to stacking and the ratio and all that good stuff. Um, but I would say I'm probably heavier on silver at the moment.
Do you know what value ratio you have between your silver and gold?
I don't know. That's something I should have kept better track of. Do you keep track of every purchase and where you're at?
I don't have like this massive spreadsheet that I probably should that shows exactly how much I bought and what my exact price per ounce, net price per ounce is. That would be neat. I didn't think of it when I first started. That's probably one of the few regrets I have on my stacking that I didn't keep better track of it. But I do have an overall ratio of value between silver and gold. I'm 2 to 1. So I have twice the amount of value in gold that I have in silver, but more in terms of ounces in silver
Right.
by
Yeah,
a
I mean,
lot.
it's pretty easy to have more ounces of silver, I think.
Far more easy, right?
When I first started stacking, I didn't even consider buying gold because it just seemed way too out of reach. I mean, it
Mhm.
was not even on my horizon. It was all I could do to save enough to buy 1 ounce of silver.
And you really were ingenious in the way that you started stacking and the way you approached it and how you're able to fund it. It was one of the reasons that I was drawn to you and respected you so much was the thrift and the intensity by which you stacked. It was incredible. The whole, coin, the cans that you would turn in for coins. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, the old trash to cash to silver.
Trash to cash to silver. That
Collecting
was
those
it.
cans. We get 10 cents per can in Oregon, and it doesn't have to
Right.
be aluminum or glass. It could be plastic
Hmm.
too, all of them. And in fact, even juice and milk. There's like a lot of weird things, ciders that they've added it to as well.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of cool. You can actually make some good money going through the trash,
Hmm.
and yeah, get some silver.
Alan 350, I'm a beginner, but have a spreadsheet tracking costs. Well, I should have learned from you, Alan. That's excellent. Good job.
Yeah, I don't have that. I feel like it's just so much work, and honestly, I have a lot that comes in. I have a lot
Mm,
that goes out as well because I buy and sell. Um, but
that's
uh,
true.
but a lot of stuff does end up in the deep stack. So I guess you could have a spreadsheet for the deep stack, and then also keep track of the stuff you want to flip.
It's too close to the deep state, man. I might accidentally say the wrong deep stack.
Oh man. Well, hey, on that
Uh,
note, I think we should probably kick off here the topic. It's a really great topic.
yes.
So if people have questions, thank you, Chief Stacker. I'll check the email after the show. If people have any questions, stick around because me and Yankee are going to do a live Q&A, and
Hmm.
there's over 100 people here. So anything you want to know about silver, gold, precious metals, whatever you guys want to talk about, feel free to hang out and we'll cover all of that. And then we will also be doing the giveaway later. So stay tuned for that as well. Anything you want to
Cool.
say, Yankee, before we get it kicked off here?
I'm just so thankful for all 101 of you. Thank you so much for being here. This is exciting. Let's go.
Yeah, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. So we'll get to your
Ooh.
questions in a bit. If you ask a question, we won't get to it until after we get through this segment. So just keep that in mind. All right? All right, let me kick it off here. Welcome to Silver Pros, sponsored by Hero Bullion. I am your host, Silver Dragons, and I'm joined by my co-host, Yankee Stacking. How are you doing tonight, Yankee?
I'm doing wonderful, SD. Good to be here with you.
Very cool. And today's a great day. We're going to be discussing the gold to silver ratio, or better yet, how to conquer the gold to silver ratio. How
Man,
cool is that?
I love that energy, man. Let's conquer it.
Yeah, no, I mean, because it's one thing just to understand what it is, how it works, but it's another thing to actually be able to use it to your advantage to end up with more precious metals. Because at the end of the day, we all want to stack and we want to have the biggest stack we can. So obviously, you gotta know about the GSR, right?
Absolutely. And I think there are different ways that we can make use of the GSR. But before we get into it too much, SD, I think you need to explain what the heck it is.
Okay, yeah. So it's the gold to silver ratio or the gold silver ratio. You could say either one. But let me actually pop up on the screen here the ratio. And here we go. This is over on Hero Bullion's website. If you haven't checked them out, definitely do so. They got really great deals on silver and gold. But the ratio I have pulled up here is the 1 year. So as we can see, it's gone down, it's gone up. Right now, at the moment, it's going up, but it is simply the ratio of gold to silver in such a way that the amount of silver in dollars will be equal to the amount of gold. So let me explain it like this. The
Okay.
gold to silver ratio is basically how many ounces of silver it would take to buy an ounce of gold if you don't factor in any premiums. So right now
Okay.
it
Yep.
is around 80. I
Hmm.
mean, we are right in the ballpark of 80. So hypothetically, if you had 80 ounces of silver and you sold them, you could buy 1 ounce of gold. But of course, we all know when you factor in premiums, the numbers are going to change, right?
Okay. So, all right. So I have like a silver eagle.
Okay.
And no, sorry, 80. It's at 80, right? If I have 80 silver eagles and I'm just desiring a gold 1 ounce eagle, if can I exchange those 80 silver eagles for 1 ounce gold eagle if the GSR is 80?
Now that's kind of the idea, right? That you and in your mind you might think, yeah, I could totally do that, but
Right.
in reality, you're going to have to go to a coin shop.
Mm,
You're going to have to contact a bullion dealer, someone who's wanting to buy those silver eagles, and of course, it's not going to be hard to offload those. But you're going to
mm.
have to cash out, right? So there's going to be a cash component. You sell your silver eagles, and then you can buy a gold eagle.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that. Cash has to be involved?
Pretty much always. It's very, very rare
Mhm.
that a bullion dealer or a coin shop is going to be willing to accept your silver and give you gold without any cash. Now, you might have better luck with a local coin shop because, if you know them, perhaps they would be willing to do something like that. But for the most part, you're not going to be able to. Have you ever heard of anyone doing that?
Yeah, actually, I have. People have reached out to me. I did a video on this a while back, and people were putting in the comments, Yankee, I've done it. But it's usually, like you said, with a local coin shop dealer that trusts you, and they do it. And I've scratched my head on that because isn't there like sometimes tax implications or of a business, they have to deal with the inventories and they have to show the sales and the purchases. I just don't know if it's really that common.
Right. Yeah, I don't think it's that common. But if we go back to, what is the gold to silver ratio, I just wanted to point out that right now it's around 80. And this is
Mm,
kind of a key point that we're at, which we're going to talk about. But if we look at it historically, if we go back to all, we can see it's jumped around quite a bit. I mean, in the late 90s, it went down to the 40s.
mhm.
Mid 2000s, it was down in the 40s. 2011 went down to the 30s. And just last year, it spiked up to a high of almost 120 ounces of silver to
Wow.
1 ounce of gold. So it jumps around a lot. And if
Right.
you play it correctly, you can actually use this to your advantage. Uh,
There's different ways to use it though, right?
Absolutely.
Some people use it in the physical markets, buying and selling and trading, constantly flipping back and forth or trying to flip back and forth. Others use the paper markets. How else can we use this GSR to our advantage?
Yeah, so for me as a stacker, when I look at the GSR, I don't necessarily look at it as, what am I going to sell and buy? I look at it
Mhm.
as which of the two metals should I buy? So should I buy gold? Should I buy silver? Because as a stacker, for the most part, you're just looking to accumulate more. You want to build your stack. You're not
Hmm.
necessarily looking to cash out at any point. So maybe you do that, and as we're going to talk about, it's better to do that at the extremes, at a
Right.
dip or at a peak. But for the most part, when you look at this chart, if the
Hmm.
numbers are higher, then it's better to stack silver. If the numbers are lower, then it's better to stack gold. So that's a really basic fundamental understanding of the gold silver ratio.
Okay, so GSR, when it's high, I should be focusing more on silver or
Yes.
gold? Silver, right? Yep.
Yep,
And
yep.
when it's low, you should be focusing more on gold as a rule of thumb.
Yeah, so my general rule of thumb is that if the gold to silver ratio is above 80, which we're at 80 right now,
Right.
then I focus most on silver. If it's between 80 and 60, combination of gold and silver, and then of course if it goes below 60, focus mostly on gold. Now this
Mhm.
is just what I should be buying. So a lot of people have this
Mm.
same general rule of thumb, and if you keep those numbers in mind, it'll actually help you out when you're stacking.
I do know people that play this in the physical markets. They buy silver and gold and then they make the exchange. Again, a lot of times you have to go through cash, and I don't do it for a couple reasons. One, when I buy silver and gold, I want to hold my silver and gold. I hold them and keep them for similar but slightly different reasons between gold and silver. I don't want to sell my precious metals.
Right.
But the other reason why is because I'm really concerned about what you lose in the transaction, especially around premiums.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna lose premiums one way or the other,
Mm.
because when you cash out, clearly you're not going to get the full premium of when you bought something. For example, I've
Hmm.
got a Philharmonic here,
Hmm.
and beautiful coins, love them from Austria. But if I buy these for $3 over spot, then I go to cash them out, I'm probably only going to get maybe 50 cents over spot or a dollar
Hmm.
over spot at my local coin shop. So I'm going to lose out on the premium. So if you're always looking to buy and sell and play the ratio that way, it's not going to really work in your favor that much unless you do it at the extremes. If the
Right.
ratio is extremely high, then perhaps you sell your gold and buy silver. If it's extremely low, like back in 2011 when it went down to 30, a lot of people were actually selling their silver to buy gold.
Now, the one area that I might do this in, and I do own a little PSLV, is in the papers markets. So you can play this sometimes with SLV, PSLV, and gold, like GLD. All right. So I'm not advocating necessarily investing your money in these derivative stocks or commodity stocks, but you got to be careful there. But you're less susceptible to that premium loss when you do it in the papers markets rather than the physical.
Yeah, and one thing too is if you're doing it in the papers markets, you could actually not put any more capital in, but only play the ratio
Right, right.
and end up with more money at the end of it, right?
Yep. And I think this is really important, especially for people that are new to this concept, to not misunderstand what we're talking about here. This is still a long-term move here. It's not something you do every week, every month, even every year. It's something that
Right.
takes a while for it to play out.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I don't, yeah.
for me personally, I've been stacking for about 4 years. I'm just getting ready to start my fifth year of stacking here. And I've never been able to sell my gold or silver to play the ratio that way as for, when it comes to the physical. There was a point last year, and I'll bring up the chart one more time here, where I
Mhm.
could have played the ratio. And that was, in fact, let's just go to the 5 year. That was right here. When the GSR went to 120, this would have been a pretty good opportunity to actually sell your gold and buy silver.
Right,
However, at that time, I wasn't flush with gold. I've been stacking a lot of gold since then,
right.
but that would have been a good opportunity, and some people actually did do that. So,
I could have done it with my Yankee Cannon, but dude, I'm telling you right now, I just don't play that game. I
right.
just don't think it's for me. However, I do think it's possible that this could be done effectively. Again, if you have a longer term time horizon. Can I share something with you from a historic standpoint to maybe put a finer point on it,
Yeah,
SD?
absolutely. Because I'm curious, generally speaking, how long are you going to have to wait
Okay.
until you can convert if that's what people are wanting to do?
Right, right. So let me bring up an interesting chart that I've been studying, and let me just
And this is talking about the gold silver ratio reversing, correct?
correct. So that 80 mark that you were talking about,
Right.
very, very important number. I'm looking back over a period of several decades, back to 1995, and the GSR at that point was over 80. Over the next few years, it dropped dramatically. As you can see there, it went into the 40s. And
Yep.
then after that, there was years worth. We're talking from 1998 all the way up to 2003. Okay, so we're talking 5 years there, where we basically didn't get to that 80 mark
Sure.
until the very end, right? And then after that, it started to decline again. Okay, and then another run up beyond 80 a
And
few years later,
this was a big
right?
run up.
This was a big one, yep. And then again, this one only goes out to 2018 or so, right?
Sure.
So and it dropped. However, between the end of this chart and today, it's been pretty much flat. I'll show you that too in a second. But this chart just is very instructive. It shows the type of cyclical nature that can occur and what silver and even gold, but especially silver, does when that GSR drops precipitously from 80.
Yeah,
Okay, so I look, yeah,
I
good.
just want to say it's pretty interesting to think about when the ratio drops.
Hmm.
That's really when silver is going up, because typically
Exactly.
silver moves so much faster than gold. So
Hmm.
you kind of have to flip it. If you look at it from the point of view of silver, you kind of need to flip it in your mind. When the gold silver ratio is coming down, that's when silver is going up,
Right.
and vice versa.
Correct. Let me share the other chart. So between the end run here, see how it says silver and gold question mark. Well, that was because of the date of this chart. But if I share with you what has happened since then, right, in that gap since
Sure.
2016, you can see that it's pretty flat. It did have that massive spike, right? You can
Okay.
see it right there in the during COVID, right? It
Right.
jumped way up, but here we are at 80 again, right? So it's been pretty flat. So here's the deal. I think we're poised, all right, for another drop potentially down into those 40s and 30s of the GSR. This could be an amazing next cyclical bull run. Can
And
I
and
Oh,
if we
go
do,
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was going to just continue on from there. So if we do
Hmm.
have a drop in the gold to silver ratio, then
Hmm.
like we've been talking about, that will be a great opportunity to buy more gold, but also potentially convert some of your silver to gold as well, right?
Yes, if this is how you want to play it, that would be the timing. Again, we're talking years here. Could
Well,
be 6, 8, 10 years potentially.
so let me ask you this: when you say we're going to have another one of these cycle reversals, um, I mean, how big could this bull run be? I mean, it's really hard to predict these things, but if we do look back historically at, say, some of the previous bull runs, how high could we
Hmm.
see silver and gold go?
Okay, so you want me to get my Yankee crystal ball out,
Let
right?
break out the crystal ball, Yankee. I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, so this is just for fun, right? Don't hold me to it, but I love history, and if history, is any indicator, we could be into something special coming up here. So let's look at the last two precious metal bull runs.
Okay.
The first one was around recently, was around 1999 to 2011. That was a 12-year bull run for gold.
Yeah.
Gold was up 8 times, eightfold it went up during that 12-year bull run. The next one was 1971 to 1980. That was an 8-year bull run.
Right.
Gold was up 22x.
Wow.
Okay. So let's do this. Maybe this isn't, the right move here, but I think it's probably a good idea. What if we just averaged those two bull runs, the 8 and the 22? Okay,
So if and also if we average the years, right? Because it
and
was
average
12
the
year
years.
and an 8 year, so let's just say 10-year bull run.
Yeah, a 10-year bull run on average and 15x. Okay, between, not 8, not 22, 15x. Let's project that out for fun. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I mean, again, this is just for fun, but the gold's bear market bottomed out back in January of 2016. It was, I think, $1,040 an ounce for gold.
Wow.
Okay.
Can I just say for a second,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's hard for me to imagine buying an ounce of gold for $1,000. I mean, it's hard for me, or I
That's
mean,
what I spent for the Yankee Cannon, dude. $1,000 an ounce.
$1,000 for 1 ounce of gold, and now we're looking at around
Yeah.
2,000.
Right.
Okay, but go ahead, continue
Okay.
on.
So this is cool. So if you say 2016 was the bottom, about $1,000 an ounce, 15 times that in 10 years, that would mean $15,000 an ounce of gold by 2026.
Oh wow.
Now, not saying that's going to happen, but
Right.
I think it's somewhat logical, somewhat sensible. I mean, if history repeats in any way, that could happen.
And
But
even if
here's
you
oh,
even if you take a
good.
conservative approach and say,
Yep.
okay, maybe we only do 2/3 as well as the average of the last two, you'd still be looking
Right.
at $10,000 gold.
There you go, right? 10,000. All right. But for the sake of argument, I like the 15,000 because I
Sure,
just
why
think,
not?
why not, right? We're having fun here. But let's bring the ratio in now, right? The ratio has been as high as what you were saying, close to 120 or
Right.
so, and it's around 80 now. What if the ratio was just 50 to 1?
Sure.
50 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. That's definitely in the realm of possibility.
Absolutely.
That gets you to over $300 an ounce for silver.
That's pretty
Take a
intense. and and
That's amazing.
and if the ratio went even lower, like if
Yeah.
if it did what it did back in 2011, I mean, you could be looking at $400 an ounce for silver.
Okay, yeah, we're dreaming here maybe, but guys, you can understand why that might be possible, especially if you look at history.
Right.
So,
And coming back to the ratio, I
mhm,
just want to say that from my point of view, whenever I use the gold to silver ratio to decide which precious metal I should be buying, silver or gold,
mhm,
I typically don't look at just the gold silver ratio as far as what a website will tell you it is, because they're looking at spot price. Whenever I look at the gold to silver ratio, what I like to do is actually factor in the premiums. So, for example, right now the
smart.
gold silver ratio is about 80 to 1, but if you look at the premiums on silver, which are
Mhm,
higher than gold, it's really closer to 70 to 1 or 75 to 1. So that's
that's
another thing
smart.
you need to
Yeah,
factor in when you're looking at the GSR. Don't just take the spot price, which is what everyone says. Oh, the gold silver ratio is at 60 or 80 or whatever. Actually, do a little bit of work, find the cheapest silver you can find, and also the cheapest gold you can find, and come up with your own ratio, which is the real ratio. Because, I mean, the price you pay for metals, that's what the price is, right?
that's true. That's wise. Factor in that premium. Don't be surprised when you go to actually do it. So, but yeah, I think this is very instructive. I'm hopeful that people will get a lot out of this, especially those who have not really thought about the power of the GSR here.
Absolutely. And, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below in the comment section. And I hope you enjoyed listening today. We'll see you next time on Silver Pros.
Stack like a pro.
And for everyone here live, 191 people, we're going to be doing a free silver giveaway in a bit, but we want to answer your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat.
Busy Bee Company says, I'll take a 120 to 1 and 60 to 1 3 times, then 150 to 1 and 40 to 1 once. It's like, okay, he got his order in.
You
That's
know, it
great.
if if it does move around that much, I mean, can you imagine? Think
Oh, I
about it.
know.
If you only put in
Wow.
like $10,000 and then it doubles and
Yeah.
cuts in half and doubles and cuts in half, you could
Mhm.
end up with, $100,000.
That's right. I do have a chunk in PSLV. Again, I don't do the physical with the GSR, but if it does do a massive dump, I'll be selling the PSLV and buying GLD.
No
Makes
doubt.
sense, I think. Yeah.
We do have a question here from Rick. He says, "What's our gold strategy for 2022?" Do you have a gold strategy for 2022, Yankee?
I'm actually putting that together for a video. It's tough. We were talking in the pre-show about American Silver Eagles and how 2021 was a rough year to be stacking Eagles hard.
Yeah,
I'm interested in what 2022 will bring in terms of the Eagles after, well, since we're not dealing with a change. It's just standard, reverse.
it'll
It
just be
will
the
be
Type
interesting.
2 all year.
It'll be the type 2 all year. That's one thing I've been thinking about. I'm thinking about constitutional gold.
Ooh, pre
When do
33.
you pre-33? When do I really get into it? I mean, I have a few pieces, but nothing significant really.
No St.
So,
Gaudens.
no
I
Saint
don't have one.
Gaudens.
I don't have one either. I do have a double
Okay,
eagle,
good.
but it's not a St.
Oh,
Gaudens.
yeah, that's one. Do you think silver will ever be 1,000? Asks Greg.
That's an interesting question. I'll say this: it's not necessarily that silver would get to 1,000. It's that the dollar would get to worthless.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I try to price my silver and gold in terms of goods and services wherever I can. What does it really buy you? What's its value, not just its
Absolutely.
price? Yeah.
And James D, is there a good video to learn ratio? Yeah, everything we just talked about, we're going to be putting in a video. It should be posted on Saturday,
Yep.
so stay tuned for that. Um,
Windswept Acres Homestead. Only a month into stacking. Well, first of all, good for you. Better better do it at any time. It's great to start now. What should I be looking at with today's premiums to purchase? Rounds, Eagles? Well, I just mentioned the Eagles. I've told people not to be
yeah,
stacking Eagles hard this year.
I would probably go rounds. I mean, this year the premiums were pretty crazy. They did come down a bit compared to last year, but
Whoops. Constitutional. Get your quarters. I'm stacking that. Canadian Maple Leafs, if you want to go with sovereign silver,
yeah.
that's a good one to buy.
Yeah, I wouldn't go Eagles. If you're gonna get sovereigns, I would go Maples or Britannias or
Mm.
something like that.
Yeah, I got a tube of Britannias about 3 weeks ago. That was good.
Here's a question. What should I buy? Gold, ounce, buffalo, eagle, or maple? My research says eagle. You know, the eagles are probably the most liquid when you're
Mm-hmm.
talking 1 ounce gold. But for price, the maples are a better price. So it's something you got to factor in. You got to look at the spread. I mean,
And once you get both and you look at the gold color, I'll tell you,
the
you really see the
maples.
difference between the 22 and the 24 karat, don't you? Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
I do
Mm.
like the 24 karat. So I mean, it might be worth it to go the buffalo, but
Ooh,
I don't know.
yeah. Hey, this is Silver Pros. We shouldn't be oogling gold.
No doubt.
I'm moving the gold off. Let's look at these silver pieces. Those are some fun silver to
So
have.
here's a question. Let's see. How does the value of the dollar affect the price of physical silver? What do you think, Yankee?
How does the say that again?
Value of the dollar affect the price of physical silver?
Well, they're inversely correlated usually. As the value of the dollar declines, the value of precious metals goes up. So it's almost like you're playing a
Teeter
contra.
totter?
Yeah, exactly, right? You're almost shorting the dollar when you buy silver and gold. In fact, I've heard some people get upset. Hey, you're anti-American. You're rooting for the dollar to collapse. No, that's like rooting for me to get in a car accident because I bought auto insurance. No, it's just a wise thing to do, but it's usually inverse.
Yeah, no doubt. I would agree. basically it is inversely correlated. Paul L says, "Is there a preferred coin of choice when it comes to constitutional silver?" Oh man,
Oh, wow.
we could get
Oh,
into
man.
that debate. I mean, I like the dimes. I think Yankee also likes the dimes, right?
I do. I absolutely do. Dimes would probably be my first choice, and I'm ending up with the dimes in my guardhouse box collection. Started with the halves, went to the quarters. I'll end up with the dimes. But
Save the best for
dimes,
last.
I know dimes are just so versatile.
Yeah, but
My dad taught me that.
I
Yeah.
will say those Benjamins. Oh, I love me some Benjamin Franklin half dollars.
Yes, yes. And when you look at a Benji, you know it's silver. When you look at a
Absolutely.
Kennedy, you're like, let me check that. Let me check this a little
Check the
more
date.
carefully.
Same with Rosie's. Same with
Yeah,
Rosie's.
that's true. Uh, when is when will the left declare Yankee to be a racist term? Dude, don't say that. Yankee, you got me hooked on constitutional. Definitely took advantage of the dip yesterday and last week. Bought rounds in constitutional both times. No Eagles. Well, good for you, common sense.
Hey, Dave Tester here says debt clock hold any water to the true prices. I
You
think
can speak to this, right? Because you did a video on
I've
this,
done a
right?
few. I think
A
he's
few, yeah.
talking about like the silver to dollar ratio on the debt clock,
Yes.
which is just how many ounces of silver compared to how many dollars. And obviously they're printing dollars faster than they're mining silver. So that ratio gets really out of whack, especially when you compare it to back in the 1930s or whatever. Um, but I wouldn't necessarily put too much stock into that specifically. Instead, I would look at, I mean, you could look at just the national debt going up. It's just crossed over 29 trillion. And
Mm,
that's another
mm,
thing to
mm,
be
mm.
aware of. The higher that goes, I mean, the more in debt we go, the harder it'll be to dig our way out. But obviously, I don't think anyone expects us to ever dig our way out of that debt. Wouldn't you agree,
Never.
Yankee?
We've long past that, champ. Long past. I see. I'm sorry. Were you done?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
All right. No, no. I just saw six uh, anomaly says I think you should build a firm base of bullion before getting into collector coins. I want to second that. That is
Yeah,
so true. When you're stacking, you really want to be thinking about the lowest premium possible, along with highly recognizable bullion, right? You don't want to be thinking about stacking stuff like this. Okay. This is it's great to buy this stuff for fun, but this is not what you want to be starting out with, right?
right. Yeah, definitely. When I first started stacking, I think my first 20 ounces were all rounds, and then I bought
Mm-hmm.
one eagle
Mm-hmm.
and like one maple or something like that.
Right.
But I focused mostly on just 1 ounce rounds when I first
Yeah.
started because you want to get a base, and you want to keep the premiums really low. If you get into the collectible stuff too soon, then you it kind of ruins it.
It's true, and that goes with graded and slab type of coins as well, especially if it's modern bullion. Stay away from graded modern bullion
But
coins.
Yankee, Grogu is
No,
just so cute.
he is so cute. This is the fun stuff, man. It really is. I
How
mean,
could I not buy Grogu?
you have to. You have to, man. I got a T-shirt with him on it.
I almost wish that like when you first started stacking, you just weren't allowed. Like, no, do
I know,
not
right?
buy any of the fun stuff. Only bullion for you.
That's right, you have to get, like, a permit. A certain
Right.
amount of stacking has to be completed before you get the fun no, that would
Then
no,
you can
that's
unlock all
no,
the fun
no, no,
stuff.
no, you can't it's like a game, like a video game. You can unlock the fun stuff.
Achievement unlocked. Marvel and Star Wars Silver available now. Oh
That's so
man.
funny. No,
Um,
actually, sometimes it could be the reverse there, man. You can get people interested in stacking because of the fun
that's
stuff.
true. That is very true.
Oh,
All right, so here's a question from Doing Things Cheap.
mhm,
Why are you stacking constitutional when the
mhm.
premiums are higher than silver rounds or some coins like a maple or Britannias?
Very good question. Very, very good
Well,
question.
actually, it's interesting because Yankee and I are both stacking constitutional right now.
Isn't it?
I'm stacking the half dollars, and Yankee's doing the quarters. But I'll let you
Mhm.
go first, Yankee. Why are you buying that when the premiums are so high?
Well, it's for big reason is that I'm stacking my silver for slightly different reasons. So I stack the rounds or sovereign coins from recognizability and trust, but also it's really expensive to buy fractional silver
Right.
in bullion sets. So if you buy like a half ounce silver, a quarter ounce silver, round or something, it's expensive, more expensive than getting constitutional. I buy my constitutional primarily as potential barter material
So
after an SHTF.
so here's a question. If you compared fractional silvers side by
Mhm.
side to constitutional, even with the premiums being higher on constitutional, I guarantee that fractional is going to be way
Guarantee
more.
it.
So it still
Guarantee
is
it.
the best way to stack constitutional.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, fractional
Fractional,
is to go with
fractional,
the
right?
junk, right?
Absolutely. Yep. And I love it because it's always been real money. It's been treated as such in the past, and I believe, and again I could be wrong here. It's still silver, even if I'm wrong, but I believe that the possibility is significant enough that after an SHTF, after a collapse, a fiat dollar collapse, after a true horrible scenario that I pray doesn't happen, silver could be used as barter. Not
Sure.
initially, not during, but after, when people really need a new currency, when people don't want to be trading a chicken for a hammer and trying to find somebody who wants a chicken that has a hammer. I mean, there's a reason we have currency, right? There's a reason we have money. I think this stuff has a good chance of returning as such. So that's the real reason why I stack Constitution.
Very nice. Not my style. Ask if you can only stack one coin for the rest of your life, what it be? Now, not my style. I don't think that's a fair question. I think you should say if you can only stack one silver coin and one gold coin. I think you should get to pick one
Mm,
of each. For me, I would probably pick the American Gold Eagles for my gold coin, and just because I really like the Type Two design, and they're very liquid. They're, I mean, the premiums are a little higher on them right now, but I think if I could only buy it for the rest of my life,
mm,
I mean, it would be that or the Krugerrands, but I just don't like the color as much on the Krugerrands because there's no silver in it. But I don't know.
mm.
What would you pick for your gold coin,
Ooh,
Yankee?
this is tough. I mean, the American Gold Eagle was the first gold I've ever purchased, and it has a special place. And there's for all the reasons you mentioned, but it this is the Buffalo is probably now my favorite
You would.
gold coin.
Oh my God!
No, no, no. I'm just saying it's just my favorite gold coin.
But for
Okay.
stacking.
uh no, it would be the American Gold Eagle
Okay, now
for
what about for
stacking. For
silver? Because
stacking.
I think for me it would have been the American Silver Eagle. But what we've seen
Not
recently with
now.
premiums, I'm
Nope.
like, why would
Canadian
I want to be
maple.
stuck on Silver Eagles when they're not making enough for demand and they cost way more than everything else?
My first silver I'm sorry, my first silver sovereign tube was a maple. Was a tube of maples, and it was just because it was a great deal. So I really think the maple, and I live in New Hampshire, right? The border's just up there. We see maple leaves all the time. It's a recognizable type of coin where I live. If I live down south or something, I might, you know, rethink that, or if I lived in, Great Britain or whatever. But it just is a really cool four nines fine sovereign coin. I just love it. So I could go either way. It's a 50-50 coin flip for me. Silver Eagles, Canadian Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I would probably probably choose a different route and say I'm not going to get coins at all. I'm just going to get 1 ounce rounds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, when it comes
Yep.
to silver, if
Yep.
if for the rest of my life, if that's all I could buy, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We do have a
Yeah.
question here: taxes on coins versus rounds versus bars. I think that's a really interesting question because are you talking about taxes when you sell? I'm assuming, right?
Where
I
is
mean,
that? I missed that question.
Fear the Wrath.
Okay.
It's a ways up if you scroll up probably 20,
Yeah.
30 comments. Taxes on coins versus rounds versus bars. Now, when you sell, it's supposed to be capital gains tax on anything.
Regardless. Anything.
It could be
Anything at all.
jewelry. They don't. I mean,
Yep.
any gold, silver. It's
Right.
all considered collectibles, so
Right.
it's identical in
And
that regard.
if you're talking about doing this in an IRA, there are certain IRA friendly coins that you can buy.
Right.
So that you'll avoid it there too. But yeah, I mean, and it's of course there's taxes, state taxes that you got to worry about too, and that varies all over the place. How much you buy, there's certain limits in some states. It's awful.
Yeah. Man, there's so many coins. Sorry, so many questions. There are so many coins to buy too. I'm thinking about silver coins. All right. What do you got for questions, Yankee?
Let's see. Oh, the only problem with it. Listen, aspiring alchemists. I just keep them reverse side up.
Yeah, don't look at
It
the
isn't.
queen. Well, she won't be
What's
on them forever, right?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking. Who's going to be on the next one, right?
Charles.
Uh, yeah. Oh, let's see. Morgan's, yes, have crazy premiums. Adrian, I'm not seeing some questions here, but I agree with you. I love Morgans. I love peace dollars. Those are great to collect. They're not the best to stack.
Yep. James D says rounds or bars to start.
Mm.
I would say they're the same. I mean, typically, if you're looking at a 1 ounce bar and a 1 ounce round, they're basically gonna have the same premium.
Just think of a round as being a circular bar. No, I'm serious. There's really no difference
Yeah.
in a
I,
lot of
I
ways.
think to me the only difference is that bars have so many more sizes. Rounds are pretty much
True.
always going to be 1 ounce, pretty much, not always. But
Right.
bars, you got the 100 ounce. I mean, I got a 100 ounce right here on my screen.
Hmm.
Um, so there's a
I
lot
know.
more size
I've been
options.
staring at it.
I need to get more.
Right. Although psychologically, mentally, we are hardwired to see round objects as money. Isn't that
Right.
interesting? There was another one up there. SD. Oh, Yankee SD. Have you met face to face?
We have
Says AJ.
not. It'll have to happen at some point.
Have you seen my face?
Yeah.
I've seen yours.
We know what each other look like. I mean, come on.
We know. But one of these days we're going to do a meetup, and it's going to be epic. Oh man.
If you guys want to know what we look
Oh.
at, you can just enjoy this Silver Pros sticker. Yankee is on the right, and Silver Dragon's on the left. So I'll just let you look at that for a
My
sec.
hair doesn't look like that, but other than that, it's a good likeness.
I like my hair doing that.
Oh, you look really good there, nice and young.
I am. Here we go. So Ross says, "Can you say why you think constitutional is good to stack? Are the premiums lower? I think we pretty much covered that. It's fractional, it's recognizable, it's good for SHTF. I mean, there's a lot of
Right,
reasons, right?
it really is. Yeah. Um,
Oh, here we go. What do you guys think of the 5 ounce America the Beautiful coins? I'll say this: I
ooh,
love them. I think they're smoke, and I just had one. I was gonna pull it out. I don't know where I put. Oh, here we go. I got the what is this? Kentucky? Yeah, I got the Kentucky right here.
caught me.
I think I
I'm
think they're really
actually,
cool. I honestly think that in the next
staring at it.
5 or 10 years, the premiums are going to go up on these. This is a scratched up capsule if I ever seen one. But I think I have like 7 different states. I'm not trying to
Wow.
collect them all, but
This is the other thing I got for Black Friday deal.
oh, nice,
Yeah, so it was really cheap. Amazingly so. But
nice.
I only have a couple
So
just for fun.
we're kind of running out of time here.
Yeah.
We should probably do the giveaway, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna do your silver giveaway, right? The big one.
Yep, we're gonna
You're
do this one here, the Canadian Silver Maple Leaf. So if you guys haven't checked out Hero Bullion, definitely go check them out. They got great deals, great prices. They had a killer deal on Black Friday for
oh,
the buffaloes, gold buffaloes,
oh man, I know
and they
that would have
sold
been so.
so many. They sold hundreds and hundreds of gold buffaloes. But anyway, we're gonna give away this for free. So if you want to enter the giveaway, feel free to type something into the chat.
That's right.
Just say hi, say I'm here, enter anything you want, and that is how you will be entered to win.
You gotta put dragons rocks.
You don't have to put that.
No, I know you don't. And the winner, of course, gets one of the coveted Silver Pro sticker.
You will get the sticker. Yes, indeed.
Winners only.
That's right.
All
I'm
right,
going to
I
be
see
mailing
them
out a bunch of
sending it up.
stickers.
Yeah, that's great. Let's see. I'm going to switch over to participants.
You got
I'm
about
seeing them fill up.
a little
Yep.
bit better than a 0.5% chance of winning. 175 people here.
So yeah, we're filling up. I see some more names showing up in the list. I'll give it a few more seconds.
All right, all right. Glad to hear you're doing better, Darth Stacker, and good to see you here in the chat.
Yeah, great to see you. Yeah, we've had some people in our community really struggle and get through. Budget Bullion Stacker. Did you know he almost died?
Wow,
He pulled through, but
I'm
it was a
glad to
hard
hear
thing.
that
Oh
pulled
yeah, there's
through.
some great people in our community that have really gone through the ringer this last year.
Hey, I just want to say this. Feel free to type as many times in the chat as you like, but unfortunately, you only get one entry per.
Yeah, duplicates are screened out. Just letting you know. All right, so let's just do this.
And Angel says, "Where is Jake? Jake is working hard at Hero Bullion. It's the Christmas rush, trying to get everything
Yep.
packaged up. But we will have him on the show again in a future.
In January. Yeah, in January we'll
Absolutely.
get him in here.
And well, I'm not going to say the special thing that we're going to do with him, but we're going to do something really fun.
Oh, oh, you're not going to tell them.
We're not going to tell him.
Oh, that's it, it's pretty cool. It really is. All right, let's get these names in here.
All right. Good luck, everyone. This is for the 1 ounce silver maple leaf, courtesy of Hero Bullion. See who wins. Hopefully not me.
No, please, no.
The Wheel of Red. Oh, I
Silver
just saw Silver
Dragons.
Dragons go by.
I did. I don't
Darth
see Yankee, so
Stacker.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good.
Champ Star. Oh my gosh, it might be.
Yeah. Excuse me. I don't know. No, I don't know if he's going to hold on
He
to it.
won't hold on.
No, it's moving. Boom.
There we go.
Incarnate 01. Congratulations, Incarnate.
Yeah, make sure you email me, silverdragons47@gmail.com. Make sure you give me your shipping address, and I'll pass it on to Jake at Hero Bullion, and he'll get that maple leaf sent off to you. So, congratulations.
Successful.
Before we wrap it up, maybe we should do another sticker giveaway, huh?
Ooh,
I've already given away 2.
Sticker giveaway.
Chief, Incarnate. Let's do one more sticker to round out the night, shall we?
Here we go. One more. Yes.
And you know what? Instead of making this a regular giveaway, let me throw in one of my rigged stickers as well.
Ooh.
So you're going to get both stickers for this last one of the night.
That is a cool sticker, man.
And this will be the first
rigged giveaway.
First rigged giveaway on Silver Pros.
It will, won't it?
Yes, it will.
Okay, let's see. We got Merry Christmas in there. Let's see. That one got blocked. There we go. Merry Christmas. Wheel equals rigged, says Champ Star. Thank you.
Raybar isn't even here. I know.
I know. Raybar isn't even here. Is he like protesting? What's going on?
I don't know. I took away his wrench and he gone.
I know. Oh, when I go live, he's a mod on my channel. Mine. Let's see what happens if no, I won't do it. Unless he gets out of control.
All right, so this is for the rig sticker and the Silver Pros sticker combination.
Yep. All right, I'm going to grab all the names here.
All right.
Copy and paste it.
It's rigged until you win, then it's not rigged anymore.
You know, it's true. People change their tune quick when they win.
No doubt.
It's like, oh, I guess it isn't rigged. Oh, of course it's not. Jeez. All right, let's paste it in there. Shuffle it a few times. And one more time. And spin.
Oh, just don't land on Silver Dragons.
What is it again if it lands on one of us?
You gotta pony up an ounce.
Oh!
Come on, Yankee. Come on.
No.
Uh,
Richard York.
it
I
might
think
make it to
my
Paul.
guess is Paul. My
Paul
guess
or
is Paul.
Tom? I think it's Paul.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Congratulations, Paul. There we
All
go.
right.
Nice.
Congratulations, Paul. And for everyone that didn't win, remember,
Rigged giveaway.
it was rigged.
No. Oh man.
Yeah, so I was just
Sorry,
going
go
to
ahead.
say, go ahead and email me, Paul. I'll get those mailed out to you. Anything you want to add before we shut it down, Yankee? When is going to be the next one on your channel?
Oh boy. Wow. It's January. This is the last one of the year. Do I need to get that? Let me see if I can pull up that date really quick. I think it's Silver Pros.
So normally we would be on the
Right. The
30th,
30th, right. Yeah, which
but are we going to skip that?
oh, that's a really good question. Should we or shouldn't we? Can you throw a poll up in the chat?
Let's do a poll.
Yeah, let's finish off with a poll. What should we do a Silver Pros on my channel December 30th? Obviously, if it was December 31st, the answer would be no, and we wouldn't be doing a poll. But the 30th, that Thursday, let's see. Let's throw that poll up there.
Silver Pros
Silver
on the
Pros on
30th. Yes or
perfect.
no? What do you guys think?
Please vote.
Feel free to vote.
Yeah. Some people will be, yeah, I'd love to know what they think.
We'll let the
To help
chat
us.
decide. But anything else going on your channel, Yankee?
I am going to have another Ask Yankee. That will be the last one for the year. That's and I have a special guest who's going to talk about something that they wrote.
Okay.
And that's all the tip I'll give. It's going to be fun. It's definitely a cool guest. Very special to me, by the way. It means this gentleman helped me get started over 3 years ago on YouTube, so it means a lot to me.
That's awesome. If
All
you're looking
right.
at the poll,
What's the pool?
I think
Is
they
it
might want it. Can I
all
vote
right? Well,
twice?
you just close. I can vote. All
On
right.
on mine it says
Oh my.
89% yes,
Woo!
and it
Yep.
was 70 votes about.
There you go.
So they want it. We'll talk about it. We'll let you
Yes.
guys know.
Yep.
I do want to mention that I'm doing a fun auction tomorrow. If you want to show up, gonna be lots of
Ooh.
giveaways, lots of cool stuff auctioned off, and we're gonna have a fun night. So you don't want to miss that.
I do want to thank everyone who took part in my auction last Thursday with my local coin shop dealer, Tim, and those who had bought my Yankee stacking rounds, the 2-ounce rounds that you made for me, SD. Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Those were a lot of fun to make. And you know what? We're not going to have a Silver Pros for sure until after Christmas. So I want to say a Merry Christmas to everyone out there. And
Yes.
we'll see you next time on Silver Pros.
Stack like